Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sophia and I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator in Edmonton, Canada. And since it's the last week of Sale-A-Bration, this week I am going to be featuring one of our Sale-A-Bration stamp sets. So you have one more week where you can get this if you spend $60 or more. I really like this set. I love the image of the little girl and the butterflies, and it's very springy. So it'll work for a lot of cards, and it has 3 really good sentiments on it too. Today I'm going to be using the one that says, "You make my heart happy." And I think I'm actually going to give this card to my mom for Mother's Day. So let's get started. So the first thing you're going to need is some cardstock. I'm using Blackberry Bliss, I believe this color is, and it's from the Regals collection. Now, this is I challenged myself to use something from Regals because I never use the Regals. And yeah, I just wanted to do something a little bit different. So you're gonna get a piece of cardstock, whatever color you want it to be. I'm gonna use Blackberry Bliss. It's half of a letter-sized piece of paper cut horizontally and then scored in the middle. So the card size ends up being 5.5 by 4 1/4. And when you score it at 5.5. So that is our card base. And then I'm gonna have a layering piece. So this is a piece of designer series paper, and I was actually gonna watercolor like a background, but this paper is already watercolored, like it has that watercolor look. So I'm like, why not just make it really easy and use the paper? So this is the designer series paper from the, I think it's On the Horizon. I think that's what the suite is called, On the Horizon. And it comes with paper that looks like it's watercolored. So I really like that. And so I'm using this piece, and this part was Blackberry Bliss, and so that's why I'm using this, the cardstock in that color, so it kind of all matches up. So I'm gonna use that as the layer in the background. And then we're gonna stamp the image of our little girl with a net. So I'm just gonna get a blank piece of cardstock here, and I'm gonna grab my Memento ink, and we're gonna ink up the little girl and her butterfly net, just like this. With this one, for whatever reason, I like stamping it this way because it's a bigger stamp. So you need, it just helps, like it helps you make sure that all of it gets inked up. So once you know where you want that, you can stamp it. And we're gonna be cutting this out, so don't worry about it if it's not where you want it to be on the paper. So just clean that off really quickly before we move on. If you don't have one of these, it's called a chamois. And all you have to do is wet it, and it makes your stamps really clean. So just put that off to the side, and then we're gonna color the little girl. So I am using Ivory to color her skin. We'll do that first. Now I'm using the tip because her legs and her arms, or like these areas, are a little bit thin, and I don't want them to bleed. And so I'm just gonna use the tip side of the marker. And these are Stampin Blends, so they're alcohol-based markers. And that's why I stamped it in Memento, because Memento is a water-based ink. So the two won't mix. And then we're just gonna do her skin. I don't really use the blends very much, but this is a great image to color in. I've tried to watercolor it before and it works, but you have to be kind of careful. And as you know, watercolor can be a little bit messy. So this just kind of makes everything nice and easy. Okay, so there's her skin. I'm gonna do her hair in black. I've got the dark basic black. Yes, that's what I'm gonna use. And again, I'm using the fine point. So just very carefully color in her hair. Okay, so I think I'm good with that. Actually, I'm gonna do this little spot right there. And then I'm gonna do her dress, and I'm gonna do the dress in Fresh Freesia. So I'll start with the light one, and I'm just gonna color it in. The nice thing about these is it doesn't leave streak marks. So you'll see some streaks at the beginning, but after it dries, there's no streak marks. It's like magic. Okay. So there you go. Color that in. And then I'm just gonna take the dark one and I'm just gonna add a few highlights where these creases are here. Just like that. And I think I'm actually gonna do a little bit at the bottom there too. There. And you know what? Maybe on the sleeve, just a little bit of shadow would be nice. Okay, perfect. And then I'm gonna take my pink blend. This is light polished pink. And I'm gonna do just a little circle here under her cheek. Okay, it looks, yeah, just looks like she has rosy cheeks, right? Do a littler one there, just to make it match. There. Okay, and her net, I'm gonna do in the ivory as well. And I'm not gonna do the entire thing. I'm just gonna like trace the lines of the net like this. And maybe just a little bit on the inside. There. Yeah, so that's gonna be my net. And then the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna cut this out. Now I might fast forward past this part so you don't have to watch the entire thing. Okay, so there we go. There's a little girl and she is ready to now go on the card. So I'm just gonna move some of this stuff out of the way so we can start putting this together. So I think I want her to go around right over here. Oh, and I forgot to, I guess, mention that I am gonna put a piece of vellum under her. So I'm gonna make it kind of go something like this. And I'm gonna stamp some butterflies next. So I'm gonna do that in Blackberry Bliss. I'm gonna kind of keep this where I think I want it. Actually, we really don't need that in the background right now. We just need this. So I am gonna stamp some butterflies right here. I'm just gonna ink them up just like that. And I think I want them to go kind of right there. So I'm just gonna move this and stamp it down. Perfect. And then I wanted, this is the single butterfly stamp, and I want it to feel like one of the butterflies got away. And so that one's gonna kind of just go up there, like that. So I'm just gonna move that to the side. I will clean that off before I get Blackberry Bliss everywhere. That would just be great, right? Okay, so there's one other detail I want to add as well. So in the stamp set, there's like a little stamp that looks like a piece of grass. Sorry, right there. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, there you go. And I am just gonna put that on my little block here and stamp that in this area where her feet are. So I'm gonna use Old Olive to do that. And just wanna ink it up. Don't push too hard, okay? I'll do one more right there. And just to even things out, I'll do one right there. Okay, so there's our grass done. I'm gonna clean that off, put it to the side. Okay, and now I think I am ready to start gluing some of this down. So she's gonna go on dimensionals. Ow, wow, this one's really tight. It's because I don't use Old Olive very much. Okay, so I'll just grab my dimensionals here, and I think I'm gonna use the big ones just because that's a bit of a bigger image. I'll flip it over. There's always two sides to paper, right? See, that side didn't work out. And now I'm using the other side. So one can go there, one can go here. Do you guys ever throw your cards in the garbage that don't turn out? Or is it just me? I feel like, yeah. I don't know if I need any more. Maybe one like right here is good. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna be crazy and put one more. Load it up. Okay. So this is gonna go on to there on my piece of vellum. And I want it to be right around like this. So put that down, put those to the side. Okay, now the vellum, I know exactly where I can glue it. I just need to find my crafter's tape, but I'm not seeing it anywhere. Oh, here it is. Okay, so crafter's tape, and I'm gonna put it down where I've stuck down the girl. Just like this. So it's see-through, and we're gonna stick it down right about there. Okay, and then there was some ribbon I wanted to put on there. Just gonna see if that's still gonna work. Yes, so I'm gonna throw some ribbon on here. And I need to just have something to hold it down here. So I'm just gonna put on some of this crafter's tape on the back, and then I'll cut my ribbon. So we're just gonna stick it under her foot a little bit. And then cut off as much as you want. I'm gonna go until about right there. And don't even tell me it's good. Okay, so we're gonna put it down just at the bottom, like that. Okay. And then this piece is gonna go onto the card front. So we'll do that next. Make sure it's opening the right way. Yeah, I think that looks good. I want that to layer on like that. So, am I gonna use dimensionals? Probably not. Okay. So you're gonna put your crafter's tape on the back. Nice one through the middle for good luck. And you're gonna be extremely careful and now glue this down onto your cardstock. Make sure it's even on all the sides before you put it down, just like that. Isn't that pretty? Okay, and then I'm gonna do my greeting, and I'm gonna do the greeting in Old Olive. So we're gonna use Old Olive. Stamp down, "You make my heart happy." Such a nice greeting, isn't it? Now what I like to do is I don't look at the sticker, I just look at the red rubber and line it up to the top, make sure it's even, and then just stamp it down. Okay, so there's that. And oh, I don't like this. It doesn't close well. Okay, then we're gonna cut that out. Try to give yourself the same distance as you have on that side. So I will go with about there. And then I'll actually start cutting from here. Okay, so there's my greeting. So I want it to go flat. I don't want it on dimensional, so I'm just gonna put a strip of tape there and then set it down under the foot, just like that. Okay. So there's my greeting. It's kind of moving, but I'm not too concerned. Okay, and then the last thing I want to do is put some of these brushed brass butterflies on. And these are gonna go onto the vellum. So I'm just gonna grab my tweezers here to get these off. And let's see, let's start with the little one. Okay, so that one's gonna go right there. And another little one will go right here. And then my big one is gonna go right there. Okay, I think that looks good. I don't know if you guys can see this there. Isn't it pretty? Okay, so yeah, that is how you make a card with that set. And just remember, you can get it for free if you spend $60, so you can get $60 of other really nice stuff, and then pick this one up for free if you wanted to. So that is my card for you today. I hope you like it. I will list all of the products that I used under this video. And if you've liked my video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I will be back next week with something new. Thanks for watching. Bye.